Good morning, everybody. Good morning, people. Hold on a second. Let me get y'all straight. Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday. And looks like it stopped raining. It's still really wet out here, but it looked like it stopped. But I told you guys on yesterday that I was going to be going to the store. And I'm not liking the color of this. This is my first time using my Canon outside, so I think the color is a little off. I'm going to have to get in there and critique these settings. This is more of a professional camera, so it is a lot that I have to learn. So y'all bear with me. But anyway, I wanted to, y'all zoom in a little bit. I wanted to come in as I drive to the store. It's about 7 a.m. this morning. And just, I was inspired by another comment or something that someone made to me to leave this video. And I know you saw the title and it says, "Do not feel ashamed of getting old." And I want to leave this for all of my ladies who are either approaching 50 or who are already 50, have reached that ripe old age of 50. Wait a minute, my little earrings ain't showing here. Y'all know I got to advertise my stuff, right? Who have reached that ripe old age of 50 or thereafter. And I want to encourage you not to be ashamed of getting old, okay? I had this young man. I'm always, you know, one thing I'm blessed with and I'm thankful for is that although I have passed the age of 50, I am blessed that God has granted me the longevity of youthfulness. And not only in my spirit, in the way that I act, but in the way that I look. You know, I do know that according to people's description, mankind description of age, I don't look 50. And so therefore I'm always deceiving people in a sense with my age. So it was this guy trying to shoot his shot to me, guys. He was probably mid-30s, maybe 34, 35. And mind you, I have a daughter that's 32, right? And oh, he was shooting his shot. He was just going on about, you know, he's a good man. He's looking for a good woman. He can have a wife, and he didn't have kids. And I mean, he was just going on and on and on and on. And I thought it was really cute. And I was flattered. I'm just going to be honest. I was flattered because he's a young man. He was an attractive young man. And then after he, you know, did this little shooting of his shot and everything, I had to go. I said, well, I'm very flattered. I said, but actually, honey, I just told him, I said, I'm probably old enough to be your mom. And he was looking at me like, you know, and I said, yeah. And he said, I'm 34, you know. And I think he said 34, 35. But I said, yeah, and I'm over 50. And the look that he had on his face was priceless, guys. The look he had on his face was priceless when I told him that I was over 50. And I said, I have children your age, you know? And I said, but I'm very flattered, and I really hope that one day you meet that special woman. I said, because if you talk like this to her, she's going to be, you know, swept off her foot. You know, I was just trying to say little things that will be complimentary to him. And then he got a little in his feelings because in some way he felt that I was saying that he was not a man, I guess because, you know, I wished him, you know, that he would meet a woman his, you know, around his age or whatever. I didn't say that, but I just said one day you'll meet a woman. But I guess he was feeling that he was old enough to actually talk to me. And I just told him that that's not something that I'm interested in. I'm being honest with you. You know, I may date a guy that's, you know, 3, 4, 5, even 5 years younger than me. But I tend to not really want to go any lower than that, and that's just for me. And one thing you can't tell a woman over 50 is that she knows what she wants and what she doesn't want. So you can't be, you know, continuing on and like, no, you haven't tried me and all of this. I know what I want at this age. I know what I'm willing to try. So you kind of treading water, you know, and just barking up a wrong tree, or you know what I'm saying, beating a dead horse if you're gonna keep trying to sell it after I've told you, you know. And so but you know, he got very offended by that, and then he commenced to saying, well, you're old anyway, and I should be happy. And then that's when it went left, because I was like, okay, you got your feelings hurt a little bit because I didn't accept your offer, you know, and now you want to turn it and try to offend me. And I said, you know something, it's amazing to me that you didn't feel all that prior to knowing how old I am, you know. And so that's just all I'm going to talk about on this particular situation, because it's, you know, it's neither here nor there. It's not a big deal or anything. But I want to encourage all of my ladies who are, like I said, approaching 50, or if you're already over 50, or you're right at 50, getting ready to celebrate that 50th birthday. Guys, just be proud of it. Do you all know how many people won't make it to see 50? It's amazing to me that people can call you old, but everybody is wishing to live 50, right? And thereafter, you know, I'm gonna say this: if you're a mother, or if you don't have a mother or a grandmother who's a baby boomer, then you really don't know what it means to really be mindful of what you're doing to your body. Because I have to say, a lot of mothers that came after that, the generation after the baby boomers, are not very in tune with that, and they're doing a lot of things to abuse their body. That's why you got so many young girls out here looking older than what they are, for the simple fact that they haven't done those things that they need to do to ensure that they continue to, you know, look healthy and young and things of that nature. And I know a lot of it is genetics. However, there are things that you can do now. And I always tell my girls this, you know, and one of my daughters is a vegan, and she's on a healthy journey. And I'm not saying veganism is the only way to be healthy, but she is, at least she's trying to be proactive about it. But they have never been indulgent people into alcohol, and they don't use drugs. So it's important that, you know, at this time, especially with everything that we're being exposed to in this climate, is that your health is utmost and important up front. One of the priorities, guys, one of the main priorities, if not one of the most important priorities. And it's important that you preserve yourself as much as possible, and be thankful if God has granted you time and space to get here and still be in your rightful mind, your body and your spirit, that you're able to still enjoy life and be able to do things, and you can move about without help. And even if you do need help, if you're still here, that's something to celebrate in itself, because there's so many people that wish they were still here. Do y'all realize how many people die, you know, now at such a young age. There are so many young people having heart attacks and, you know, subjected to all kind of types of illnesses for lack of taking care of themselves, for lack of abusing their bodies with all types of things, guys. So it's important that you do that now, that especially now that we're aware of everything that is going on in the world, and that your health is such an important factor. Always have been, but there are certain things that happen in life that make you more aware of how important that is, and that when you don't have your health, you can't have anything. You know why? Because when your health deteriorates and you're either depending on somebody to take care of you, or you are bedridden, or you cannot participate in life and enjoy things because of health, that's when you learn how important your health is. So I remember being in my 40s, and I used to feel like that, oh my God, when I get over 50, you know, I'm gonna be old and my life is gonna be over and I won't be able to do anything. But I remember my mother still roller skating, guys, when she was about 50, 52, 53, 54, somewhere in there. She was still roller skating with them, my younger children. They were very young at that time. I mean, maybe like 5 and 6, 7, 8, somewhere around there. And my mom would roller skate with them, you know, and she was in her 50s. And I used to be so in awe of her and her energy at that age. And now that I'm here and I'm still youthful, and I still have the ability to attract people that should be young enough to be my children, I'm thankful, guys. I'm thankful that my mind is clear. I still have the knowledge and the wisdom, and that I can move about. And even though I can look in the mirror and I can see things that show signs of aging, like my gray hair, I am so blessed, guys. I'm so blessed, and I'm so thankful. And these are some of the most precious years that I've lived in my 50s. I never knew peace until I got to that age. And I don't know what that is. Maybe it's something about living half a century that make you more aware of what's important in life, and to don't sweat the small stuff. That's important, guys. That is so ultimately important. So yeah, I'm getting ready to hit this store. I'm at this grocery store. Go ahead and get me some food for the week. And yeah, I just wanted to drop that off for you ladies that are feeling a little down, a little fearful. You know, we get a little nervous when we start hitting the landmark ages like 40. I remember when 40 was kind of scary to me. And then I crossed 40 and I was like, man, that was a breeze. And then I hit 50 and I was approaching 50 and I was just like, oh my gosh. And I remember I celebrated my 50th birthday in Atlanta, Georgia. And I stayed downtown in the Peachtree Hotel, that big, tall glass circular building that's downtown. And I was on the 72nd floor, I think. Either the 72nd or 77th. And I had a panoramic view of the city because the windows were floor to ceiling. And I had a panoramic view of downtown Atlanta. It was a suite. And I remember standing in that window and just feeling amazing. Feeling amazing. I looked amazing. I felt amazing, even though I sprung my ankle with them heels on, but I did. So I just wanted to send that out to you guys. So if you're about to cross over, we're going into another year, and I know a lot of my followers are at that ripe old age, or even you may be even at 60 and still living your best life. That's okay, because everybody who is younger than you are hoping one day that they can see this number. Nobody is saying, oh, I hope I die before I'm 50. So if anybody come to you and they say things like that, just say, you better hope you get here. That's my motto. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace and love.